Here goes.
Inside this old, rusted metal chest
This is interesting. Graduated from kindergarten at Fort Myers Beach.
is like an emotional time capsule for Helen Hubbard.
This is his blanket. His binky. Oh, that's his graduation hat from kindergarten. This is what I wanted to see right here. His shirts.
A glimpse at her 9-year-old son's life. Everything he loved inside one box, unopened for years.
A lot of this stuff I've forgotten that we had.
Alabar Lane.
Yeah, this is just before he died then, because we were only there 6 weeks at the most.
Her son, Jason Steele Verdow, was murdered in Cape Coral 50 years ago today. It stings to see his drawings, his baseballs.
It's a letter he wrote to Santa. P.S. Don't miss our house.
So he had a sense of humor.
And Jason's love notes.
I love Cheryl Homison. Always did, always will. True love. Cheryl H. and Jason B.
It all brings back beautiful memories of a full-of-life, blonde-haired little boy. Athletic, friendly.
And got along with everybody, knew everybody, and he was a smart kid.
I sat down with Helen at the Jason Verdow Memorial Park in Cape Coral, a sacred field named after her son, and a special place that's carved into her heart.
What are the memories you have out here?
Lots of things, I guess. This was his thing. The other kids didn't play sports like he did, but he did. He loved sport. He loved it.
Jason was the youngest of 3 boys, and at only 9 years old, he played for the majors team on Cape Coral Little League.
How often was he out here?
Oh, gosh, probably every day back then, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was always playful, very intelligent,
Oh, yeah?
very intelligent. Liked everybody. Everybody liked him.
Jason's brother Lance and I walked out onto the same diamond that his little brother once played on, remembering the life so long ago before the pain.
Camping. We did a lot of camping back then. Baseball games. Going to the beach.
Bring me back to that Friday, March 5th, 1976.
What I remember is the white clouds in the sky, because I was out in the sun, out sitting outside in the yard. First of all, he got up that morning, he played with the dogs, and he went to school.
But Jason never made it to school. Hubbard says he walked to the bus stop at the end of Alabar Lane near Pondella Road, where they moved just about 6 weeks before. And that was the last time she saw her baby boy alive.
It's probably the worst feeling you ever have in your life.
At the bus stop, police say Arthur Good III came up to Jason asking for directions, somehow lured him into the woods just across the street where the target now sits, sexually assaulted him, and strangled him to death.
On Friday afternoons, he was supposed to go to his father's. And when I got home, he wasn't home to go to his father's.
All night, Helen was sick with worry as police searched through the night.
So I started calling around, and my brother-in-law came over, and we started driving the street, never thinking about him being right across the street in the woods.
And when morning broke, Helen got the news that shattered her heart.
I was sitting outside, and they came and told me that they had found him. And I about collapsed at that point. They found one of his shoes in the ditch. They had brought that to me to identify it.
You have a 9-year-old boy get abducted, sexually molested, and killed. I don't know what you're waiting for to shatter your sense of security other than that.
Cape Coral Police Chief Anthony Sizemore reminds us that back in 1976, the police force was only 5 years old, and the killing of Jason Verdow shook the vibrant, easygoing community to its core.
Arthur Good wasn't like an old, burly, bad guy. But no, he was a young, baby-faced looking, mentally immature predator.
But why would Jason so easily go off with Good? His mother believes because Good was around the same age as his brothers, 22 years old. But when Good attacked Jason,
I can see him saying to him, "No way, Jack." I know he got him away from the bus stop by asking him directions. I'm sure that Jason just totally trusted him. And then when it happened, I can see him saying something like that because that was him.
Putting up a fight a little bit?
Probably, I don't know.
authorities say after he killed Jason, Good ran off to Maryland.
and there was another victim that he abducted and did the same thing to.
This time, Good abducted a 10-year-old in Washington, D.C., and then killed 11-year-old Kenneth Dawson in Virginia. Good was eventually caught and arrested. He was sentenced to death and died by electrocution just 8 years later in Florida for Jason Verdow's killing.
And my father was there. He went to Rayford, but he didn't go in. He sat on the hill outside. Billy tore him up.
My thoughts about him, Arthur Good, were right at the very beginning. I thought, why? What happened to him to make him want to do something like this?
Every day with the blue sky and white clouds, does it kind of come back?
Oh, yeah. He was supposed to be here 9 years. He was here for a reason. What it is or why or all of that, those are all questions that will never be answered.